'Cause you're beautiful, no matter what I say. Where's the light for here? There it is. I am beautiful in every single way. So guys, we're going to start off actually on the top level in the loft, and we're just going to go straight in and do an S-box. When we were on the live, we did 2 S-boxes in the building with the different S-box of ours, and we didn't get a single word or a single sound out, possibly 1 or 2 little whispers, so it'll be interesting to see if this one does the same. Okay, so I'm going to sit down at my chair and then we'll just do some calling out and hopefully we might get something through. Is there anybody in the room with us now who'd like to come and talk to us? Like Chris?
I didn't want to say it, but yeah, it did, didn't it? Hi.
Can you maybe try and tell us your name? Try and make that a little bit clearer for us.
Yeah. K2, little K2 flash then.
Do you perhaps live here at some point?
K2's just on here, guys, so keep an eye out there as well. REM pod and cat balls.
Maybe perhaps you can give us the year that you were here. Maybe you can just tell us where we are.
Yeah.
Are there any spirits here in the building? If there are, maybe you can come forward and come and talk to us through this device. Is there any children here? Are there any members of the clergy here with us tonight? Maybe you can come forward and come speak to us.
The voices are there, but they're very low.
You try and speak clearly into the device now. You give us your name, or perhaps a year, of where we are.
Three. Yeah.
So there's 3 people here. Wow. Are you up here with us now? Perhaps you can give us your name? Or any of the names associated to the building? If there is anyone here, maybe you can come to the room now. Perhaps come sit on the bed. Maybe touch one of the devices.
Oh, what was that?
That was a proper like inhale of breath.
Yeah.
Like happily.
Yeah.
Wow.
That wasn't nice, that. That was like a proper come into the room.
I just heard your voice through this device. It's a female. Maybe try and do that again.
Oh, what? That'll be interesting to listen back, because...
Can you try and tell us where we are?
That was breathy again.
There's a female here who's hid in a room downstairs.
Are you scared of us?
Always the way when you start turning that down, you get like something else through. But I mean, again, a little bit mad. Didn't really get anything. Obviously, put the aerial up. It did seem to help. Like 3 definitely came through.
Yeah. That breath
that
and
was not very nice. That was a.
Yeah, it's a
like,
proper.
I'm going to take as much energy as I can out the room just to try and shout or speak something. It just came out like a
proper gravelly breath as well. Like a rattle, like
not nice when you're holding that.
No, exactly. Yeah, it's certainly an interesting start. It's a start at the top of the building as well. Yeah,
it's different. Obviously, we usually start ground level and work our way up, don't we? So, be interesting to see tonight, starting at the top and working down, if there's any sort of change.
Yeah.
I still feel, I know a lot of people on the live said this room is a bit freaky. I don't mind this room.
No, do you know what I think it is with this room? Is that literally the street's there. I think that helps. You're not actually far from street level.
Yeah.
You literally could jump off this roof and land on the road 4 foot below. That's how far down we are. Because if you think the witch's room is beneath us now.
It's mad, obviously, being above the witch's room and then just a little bit further across there. You've got
The bishop's room,
haven't you?
yeah.
But I still feel like that because you're up and out the way, you're a little bit more protected over here. But obviously, if something happens, you've got to get down those steps and pass both rooms. So,
yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting. But
Just heard that pairing sound again that we heard on the live.
if there's anybody in the room with us now, can you try and make a sound for us, please? Maybe try and light something up. Go near one of the objects that's on the floor. Won't do you any harm, it'll just show us where you are and that you're here. Or maybe if you're not up here and you can hear my voice, you try and light something up or make a noise in a different room.
Did you hear that then?
Yeah, that's what I was hearing on the live. What you see, there's a clock just there. It's like a really old clock. It sounds like you pull one of the clock hands back and it sort of just goes like. Oh.
But I can hear the pairing again.
I just heard the pairing. Yeah. If that was you, can you do that again but louder? Oh. Oh.
Swear to God, that's a cat pairing. Just checking there's no cats in after the guy. But it's strange though how that pairing sound was through there. It seemed to be more over there when we did the live. Now it is literally by that clock.
Maybe you can try and... Difficult because we got up and moved, but houses was banging in the ceiling set that off.
Yeah.
And when we were up moving about before,
It didn't.
no.
I mean, I'd have to try that again. Let me.
Okay.
Nothing.
Nothing. And that was heavy footsteps as well.
Yeah.
So you can hear everything shaking. That's the first time that's gone off as well.
Yeah. So hopefully the audio on this has caught that going off. But I mean, I was literally coming round to make sure there isn't. Yeah.
Sensibly, not banging.
There isn't a cat asleep on the window. And there clearly isn't. And there's no cat asleep behind there. What's in here? And there's no cat asleep in there.
The cat jumped out there now.
Oh, that would have been belter, that, yeah.
Definitely heard it then.
Yeah.
But it was like Paranormal, or just like a helicopter up in the sky. It's just what sort of comes to my mind. Maybe try and knock one of the devices off that's on the floor.
Oh, me.
What?
Don't think we've ever walked down this far. And you can actually see right down into the bishop's room there.
Yeah, I remember last time when we were over there, you can see right down.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a weird
Oh,
one, isn't it?
look around the corner there.
Oh my god.
See him?
Hang on. Peekaboo.
Yeah, exactly. In case you can't quite see him, guys, I'll just there. Yeah, so that's 1-0 to the Ram, I think.
If you'd like us to leave, maybe you could light one of those balls up or make a sound, and we'll leave you up here in peace.
Should we hear that then?
Yeah. That sounded like it was in the room.
Yeah.
Whereas I've been feeling that sound's been out the room. That's why I'm thinking it's...
It's like it moves.
Yeah.
Like literally that was right here with us.
Yeah. I'm feeling like it's like a pigeon or something like that. But then it stops.
Yeah. But when I was on the bed, it was by the clock, by the window. All the way over there. Now.
Is that outside? Obviously I know it's a window.
Yeah.
So can you see anything?
So there's nothing behind there, guys, you can see. Literally, I'm convinced there's a cat somewhere. No, that's...
A pigeon or anything sat out there?
No. I'm doing SOS out the window now. No. You can see there my light, guys, and you see enough with the light anyway, but I'm shining it right down. There's no birds or anything on that roof. There it is again.
Should I?
Right, there literally sounds like there's a cat up here with us.
Definitely around there somewhere. Around there somewhere.
I'm at a loss.
Weird
We've
noise,
checked
isn't it?
every little nook and cranny. Sorry, nook and cranny.
Nook and cranny. Nook and cranny. It's weird, I don't know. It's
We can't explain it.
Can't 100% say it's paranormal.
Can't
but
claim it's paranormal.
It sounds animal related, and whether it's either a pigeon outside on the roof or it's a cat inside, but it seems to be moving around wherever we are.
Yeah.
It's the same sound.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's weird somewhere there, isn't it?
It literally sounds like it's there.
It's time to move down, but
Oh.
yeah, I think definitely coming back up here, and I suppose when it gets a lot quieter and there's not cars and things going past, there's still the odd person walking around as well. It should become a lot clearer, that noise,
Yeah.
but not sound like it's over here.
But I'm hearing it right under my feet.
Probably a neighbour just snoring. And we go down.
Oh, it's strange, yeah.
Go down as unexplained, but yeah, we tried.
Exactly.
To find possibly what it could be. Yeah.
Go and see what's going on in the witch's room.
Yeah, definitely.
Let me turn this off and then.
There you go. It's the calling card.
It's what?
It's the calling card.
Let's go down to the witch's room and oh, God's sake.
I'm glad I'm going to be the one behind the camera.
I know. Right, okay. There will be lights when I get to the bottom because that strip light's here. That strip light's already on.
Is it?
Yeah. That shouldn't have gone on for me getting
Definitely
here.
not.
Okay.
And obviously with the paratunes going up as well. Maybe something's walked by.
So that's yeah. Right now that is
No, we
picking
know that's
me
us.
up
Yeah.
under the door there, guys.
But if that's gone off and that's off at the same time, that's...
Hello?
Well, at least that's...
Should we put this out in the hall?
Yeah.
Then?
Right, now we can start. You comfy?
Nervous comfy, yeah. You'll forgive me if I do that this time. So if there is anybody down here with us, you think we heard you moving around before you set a device off that played the song? Are you still in this room with us?
How the device before we had, possibly there was women, maybe 3 of you. Is this where you are? Or is this your room? Is this where you possibly stayed? We're just here for a conversation. We're not here to do you any harm. If you'd like to come and talk to us, maybe you can give us a sign that you're here. Maybe try making noise in the room somewhere.
Strangely enough. Oh, hello.
Thank you.
That couldn't have been me.
I'm sure I probably would have... Where was I? I may have just had that out of shop, but there's a pan round.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh,
One light gone already.
interesting. Yeah.
Oh, no, back on. Back on. And it's full. Okay.
Hmm.
So the cat ball goes off. The light switches itself off. But I'm looking at it, guys. It's as bright as the one below it. Okay, thank you. So maybe you are starting to build some energy then. Because I was actually just going to get up. I'd only moved. I hadn't even moved that much.
So your upper body, you didn't move your lower.
Yeah, exactly. When that was up, I was literally going to get up just to get the K2.
That's patience there, anyway.
Yeah. Did you just breathe?
No, but I heard it.
You heard
I heard it.
Like a...
Yeah. 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 And I heard that.
That was a clear breath. I'm
What
so
was-
glad you heard. I thought it was you.
No, because when I heard it exhale, I exhaled just after it and then thought, oh, was that you? What was the word that we had on the...
Breath.
yeah, we
Sat
had
in
that.
here as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't the K2 going off its head in here as
Yeah.
well? And now?
And now it's not.
Wow.
So we had the cat ball. So literally we sat here and had nothing, and then the cat ball went off. The camera light went off. The K2's been going off. There was a mad little breath, and then there was a noise behind the chair as well. Well, thank you.
That breath was clear.
Mm.
I thought it was you.
No.
Oh, man. And here's us talking about feeling comfortable because
Uh-huh.
we've got the big lights on. Not anymore.
I mean, that goes to show, like, you know, you've really got to wait, and the energy builds up, and then bang,
Exactly.
like 3-4 things happen,
Yeah.
and then no doubt it'll probably flatline now for, oh, maybe
okay.
not.
And the listening to you.
Yeah, thank you. So you can hear us, and you probably can't see us as well. So we don't mean any harm, we don't mean any disrespect. You want to maybe come into the room and talk to us? I've gone really cold, you know. So, whoever's in here with us now, clearly you are here. Thank you. So I'm assuming that's where you're sat. Can you try and make a noise with your voice? Sure, we heard you before. Please, can you try and do the same? Thank you for touching the ball. It's on the chair. The light's gone for you. Do you want to switch it now?
Yeah.
Or you can just tap that bubble one on the top of it. Can you maybe try and touch one of the other devices that's in the room? There's one next to me here. Or there's one on the table. And there's a big box on the table with a light on. If you maybe just stand near it, it'll light up. And it'll just let us know that you're here with us.
Just reading here. Didn't realise this was telling the story of a murder victim of the ROM.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll keep the camera on you while I use my torch. So what I'll do, I'll just read this out and
Once upon a time.
yeah. So another murder victim to return in spectral form is the unfortunate woman who came to a violent end at the ancient Ram Inn at Watton-under-Edge, now a private house. The young woman is said to have been kidnapped, robbed and murdered by a pair of highwaymen who used the inn as their base in the later 18th century. The room where the poor woman was strangled is known as the Bishop's Room and retains a dark, grim atmosphere. A few years ago, the former Bishop of Gloucester, the Right Reverend John Yates, visited the house, went up to the Bishop's Room. He later told the local newspaper that it is the most evil place I have ever had the misfortune to visit. In 2003, a team of investigators from the Ghost Club, founded in 1862, visited the house and the Bishop's Room to see what they could find. Using a Gauss meter, they picked up an odd anomaly in the electromagnetic field, whilst one of the more sensitive in the group felt the presence of an evil man in a black cloak or long coat, as well as a woman in her late teens named Anna. The woman gave the impression of being frightened and panicky, apparently being trapped and unable to escape. She seemed to be repeating the same phrase over and over, though what it was could not be picked out. An attempt was made to contact her, but the only response was to the question, do you not want to talk to us, when a pair of dowsing rods twitched violently. So, Anna, I mean, I'm not sure, but we'd have to think back, did we get Anna when we were there last time?
Yeah, I'll have to go back through and watch that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this time we've got time to sit down and absorb the building, and maybe if you were that unfortunate young lady, you would have been brought past this room.
I don't know, is that, after reading that, is that pointing us to the Bishop's Room, is it?
Yeah, I mean, seems as good a point as any. And it seems they'll probably make a liar out of us now, but it seems like maybe we've had that little burst of energy in here.
Yeah.
And it needs us to move forward. Yeah. I know, now we've read that, like, so. So, we just read about your story, Anna. Did a different smell in here, or is it just me? Oh, but it is cold in here though, mate.
So if there is anybody in here, we're going to put a device on now. That'll help us to communicate. But there are a number of devices in the room. If you do want to go near them and touch them, they'll light up. And they'll let us know that you hear us.
Right, okay guys, so what we're going to do, we're going to go with the SB7. We don't use this very often anymore now, we've got the S-Box, but the S-Box doesn't seem to have been very responsive, or as yet to us, to the naked ear, it's not been very responsive. I may be listening back and find there's more in it than responsive. I may be listening back and find there's more in it than we captured with the whispers. But let's try an SB7 and let's see if we can potentially, Anna, if your poor soul is still here, then maybe you can talk to us through this device. Don't be afraid of any of the men who may still reside here. They can't hurt you anymore. Anna, are you in here with us? If you are, can you please come and talk to us? You don't need to be afraid anymore. We are very sorry to hear what happened to you. That was wrong. Please don't be afraid of us. I know we are two men, but we don't mean you any harm. We can't harm you. Nobody can harm you anymore.
Big spike on the K2 then.
Pardon me.
There's a big spike on the K2 then.
If there is anybody else in here and you're stopping Anna from speaking to us.
Chris.
Wow. Okay. Chills now.
Look the way it's behind you as well.
I know. Anna, don't be afraid of them. Come forward. There are still any men in here. You can't hurt anybody anymore. You have no power. Is that your frustration? You can't hurt anybody anymore? Yes?
Flicker and then
You've left your body, now you're just an energy. But you don't have the strength anymore. Anna, they don't have the strength to hold you either. If that is you, Anna, can you move around the room, let us know it's you. Don't let them hold you back. They can't do that anymore. They don't have the power. They don't have the strength. Use some of our energy, Anna. Come on. Move away from them. That's it. Come on, I can see you trying. You can move away, you can move forward. If you want, you can walk out of this door. You're not held here anymore. They are. They don't have the freedom because they were evil. But you can walk away, Anna. They can't hold you here. If I turn this off, maybe we can hear your voice. Maybe you can make a sound where you are. Are you in the room with us, Anna? Yes.
just want to say, if you just stay still, because it looks deceptive from where I'm sitting, but you're not on the bed, are you?
No, I'm not.
So
sorry, I'm
see.
miles away and I'm not touching the bed there either.
I just want to get that on camera, because obviously you think if you were sat on the edge that you might be, because you're moving, it's that, but you're not on the bed, you're on the separate.
There's actually another cat ball right closer to me as well, which you wouldn't have known from that angle.
Yeah, that's what I just wanted to sort of get in and show, because you're not touching the bed.
Yeah, of course,
in
I'm
any
not.
way.
Even if I'm rocking on that, which I wasn't.
I mean, it's strange because from where I'm sitting, everything that you've sort of Joe been calling out about Anna, but every time you were sort of saying that, oh, you know, you haven't got the power or you haven't got the strength, Joe, to hold her, but it was like the K2 would flicker and then the cat ball would go. So whether or not you were speaking to the spirits that are here that obviously did the deed,
Yeah.
that are trying to say, oh, actually, yeah, we have. So it might have been conflicting between the two, but it was interesting. At least I'm sure if you look at that back, you probably said power twice, possibly 3 times, and every time you said the word power, the cat ball lit up. So
it's strange, like you stood up, that stopped because you stood up to make the point that I wasn't setting that off.
That's gone off again, hasn't it?
The light's just gone there now. At the top one.
Yeah.
It should hopefully come back on if you knock it down to 1.
It is on 1.
How long have we been filming for?
An hour 7. An hour 7.
How long have we been filming for?
An hour 7.
How long have we been filming for?
An hour 7.
So we've got about a decent 45 minutes so far. And we haven't been down into the...
Up in the barn.
The light and go into the barn. But
you can try and get another 15 minutes in this room.
Yeah, because I've got them big lights as well if we need.
Is that gone off again or?
No.
No, it looks a bit darker.
It may be, I don't think it's as bright because it was on 3 before and now the one's pinging. Did you knock that K2 over? That K2
No.
just fell over on the chair.
An hour 7. An hour 7. I mean, that's interesting because I've got the exact same shot that I had filming you, so it's in. Was that a light?
Did you knock that K2 over? That K2
No.
just fell over on the chair.
I mean, that's interesting because I've got the exact same shot that I had filming. Oh no, it's that.
That's gone already.
TL.
Right, okay, so it's draining the batteries somehow then.
So right, so that's a light that's just gone off on there, and then the noise that you heard was the other camera that was here. That's just behind me.
Yeah, so there's been an energy surge there, and I'd said use our energy. Christ, it's sapped another one of the lights, and that should be going for 6 to 8 hours, and it's had about 2 hours, 2.5 max.
Yeah. At the same time, obviously the one in the witch's room should have gone first because that was the first camera we set up.
So is there anyone still in this room with us now? Anybody who doesn't want us here? Last time we were very polite in this room. And then we found out a few more... Yes. Literally that hasn't gone off for so long, and again I'm calling them out. Last time we were polite when we were here. Now we found out more about what went on. And you were evil. What you did to people in this room was evil. But now you must be very frustrated. All you can do is make noises and bangs. Yes, exactly. That's all you can do now. You can't move anything. Prove you can. Come on, I'm calling you out to do that. Move something in this room. Make something move on the ceiling. Make something move on the floor. Make something move on the shelves, on the beds. Is that all you can do?
Thank you.
Stand in one spot. Are you there right now, frustrated? Because you can't do what you did in life, which was threaten people and scare people. Now you can't do that anymore. You're stuck here. You can't leave anymore. You can't go out. You can't hurt anybody. You can't bring anyone back. Maybe you see people coming in, especially young women, and they get to leave. That must really make you angry and frustrate you. Knowing that when you were alive, they would have been scared of you and you enjoyed that. But now, nothing more you can do than light things up and make noises. You don't have any power anymore. And Anna or any other females that are here, they don't have any power over you anymore either. Don't let them scare you in death. They scared you in life. They took your life. They can't do that anymore.
It's certainly draining the lights.
I know. That's well, we've 3 lights and we've got 1 left. In what? An hour?
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Was really big bollocks calling them out. Can't wait. Hope they fun for you.
I can shit myself. So put the lights on.
Yeah. Don't want to go off. Now you do. Obviously we haven't had any apps on in here yet, have we? So I'll have to try the Deadcon app.
Yeah.
Maybe. Let's see. I'll go and put it over on the side there as well, so it's away from me. But yeah, I don't think we didn't have that last time when we were here, did we?
No,
So,
we used the Witch and Spirit Talker, yeah.
So it'll be a new one to try anyway. So let's turn that on. Volume up. Should have brought my little thing up really, shouldn't I? So if there are any spirits in the room with us now, there's a number of devices that you can use to let us know that you're here. You want to maybe try and choose a word from the device that's on the table. That'll help us have a conversation. Or indeed, if you just want to do something.
She needed cowards.
She needed cowards.
Yeah, she needed cowards.
Cat ball going off behind you as well.
Who needed cowards? That's random.
I mean the men that killed her
Well, yeah,
were cowards.
The
So if you take it into its finding in its vocabulary, the words, the men were cowards who did this to her. She didn't need them, but
I mean, it's not just her as well, is it? You think of the children that were supposedly murdered. on these beds and in this room.
Yeah.
From people who thought they were untouchable. They do what they want. You maybe try and make a noise, like a car. So if there is anybody here, can you maybe try and make a noise? Or maybe touch one of the devices on the beds. Or maybe move something in the room. You try and make a sound with your voice.
Calm.
Calm.
Whole building does feel calm, to be honest.
It does.
But I mean, it's such a strange word to get in this room because I think this room would be anything but.
Justly.
Jesus.
Justly.
Justly.
Justly. Justly, I mean, is that linked to justice? Justly. If something is justly.
Don't know, maybe it's the sort of truth eventually came out about what
Yeah,
happened
that's
here,
what I
which,
mean. Yeah.
At least there's some sort of, well,
Raise.
raised the ground up and found the bones
Yeah.
where bodies were buried.
K2.
Are there any children in the room? You realise?
Hmm.
That was a bang.
Yeah.
Cut.
Cut.
Cut. I'm glad I said cut. What's it on else? I'm going to have to get a bleep machine for the app. But again, you know, it's where the
Exactly. And K2s, I think the K2s both flashed then as well. This one nearest to me, definitely.
Were you harmed in this room?
Stopped.
Stopped.
Did someone try to harm you? Or is it stopped now? Because you passed over? Maybe you can see the device on the floor. Maybe you can walk next to this device.
That was my fault, sorry.
Yeah. Maybe you can walk next to this device. Or go close to it and it'll light up. Or push one of the objects off the bed.
Shake.
Shake.
And try and shake one of the objects and it'll light up. Or maybe that's what you've already been doing.
Add.
Add.
That can't be a fucking coincidence. Last time I just sort of got up, that went off.
So sit back till it stops.
How can that? I'm not heavy
Yeah,
footed
so-
at all. I
so-
literally just do that. Well, that might have been me. Add. I mean, interesting. You know, a lot of people, or where people call me Ad.
Feel.
Put that REM pod
That's
on the bed
exactly
next to
what I
it.
was
Yeah.
going to do. I was just going to do this. That's why I got up.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were trying to communicate with me, or you call me by my name, or maybe it's your name, who knows, but the device that you were setting off on the bed, I've swapped it now to a different device. Maybe you could go near it. And then we know you're definitely there.
Are you still here with us, Anna? Or if your name wasn't Anna, are there any females here? Please don't be afraid of us. We're not here to harm you. We're not highwaymen. We're not thieves.
Despised.
Yes, they were. So maybe it is you, Anna, or another female spirit, and you can hear what I'm saying. They were despised. They still are despised. It's you that is loved. It's you that is missed. Nobody speaks their name. Only yours, Anna. K2. I can see you trying. You're going to have to try harder than that. It's not moving. I can imagine you're very, very angry that we're here and calling you out.
That's Bishop's room done. Obviously we'll come back and do a little bit later on when we're on our own, but yeah, it's little bits from both rooms, but still enough to put you on edge coming back in on your Jack Jones.
Oh Christ, yeah.
But I think now it's time to go and see what downstairs has got to offer.
Yeah, come on.
Caught my foot then.
Fucking hell. Oh, now it's getting cold.
Interesting one this, because we didn't do too much in this.
No, exactly. I mean, last time we were here, guys, we didn't get to come into the barn. And we tried to do it on the live, but there's no signal in here, so thankfully you hung around and came back. But yeah, I mean, there is supposed to be a story linked to one of these beams that somebody did sadly take their own life from them. I mean, even behind you there, if you pass me that. You go behind there, meet all the old load of old church pews. I mean, a very old mirror. I'll say this is a lot of this has been painstakingly put back together by the volunteers. Another big unit behind there, but yeah, one of these is supposed to have a sad story linked to it of somebody taking their own life. If that was you, we're very sorry to hear that. If you're in here now, maybe you could make a noise, show us where you are. Oh mate, it's so cold through here. So cold through here.
I'm trying to power through and like, you know, call out and you just sort of sat here like I don't hands in my pockets, just
Shivering.
like shivering.
Oh my god.
Is there anybody downstairs? Either through by where the bar used to be, or even in the barn now where we are. You try and make a noise for us. You try and knock on something.
I'll just show you as well, guys. Just that's one light off.
Oh my god.
That's two lights off. That's how dark it is in here for us.
That's like the first time as well that we've sat in the pitch black.
In total darkness, yeah.
I like to walk around with night vision cameras.
Oh no.
Just want a key to go off on that piano. Honestly, it's like dung.
If it did, would you be the one to run through with the camera?
I'd probably forget the camera, I'd sprint. Lucky thing is we got the lock off turn, haven't we? I would hightail out of here just to go and see. Obviously nothing, because there'll be nothing there, but and that's why we never capture that. Every time people say, oh we hear the key on the piano go, I think of everywhere we go we always put a bloody lock off on one of them. He's done on to us, he won't do it when it's a camera. Oh, so yeah, we've just come from the barn. Spent about 20 minutes in there. Unfortunately, nothing really, not even a sound. So we've come out and decided maybe just to do a little bit in here before we move back through and finish off in the main area. But when we were on the live, we had a lot of activity with the K2 on this table. So we just popped the REM pod on. Don't know, just do some calling out and hopefully sort of see or hear or yeah, see what happens.
Yeah.
So if there is anybody down here, or if there is anybody in the building even, who would like to come and talk to us, please can you try and come into the room now? Maybe come close to this device on the table, or maybe close to this device here. They'll light up and they'll let us know that you're here with us or where you are. We don't mean any harm or any disrespect, we're just here to have a conversation with you. Maybe you can try and move something else in the room, or touch something, or bang on something. You try and make a noise. You know. And you think walking around, the lights on and that, it's just so deceiving. Goes to show we've got balls doing this in night vision, like.
Yeah, too
It
right.
takes away everything. And I get obviously going into abandoned buildings and things like that, you do need a bit more light and stuff, and you know, walking around, but it doesn't half heighten it when you turn all the lights off.
Oh Christ, yeah. The thing is, when you think about it, there's like, I don't think there ever has been another team of just two who've gone night vision all the time, like we have. This is different for us, but we've been here, we've done it with the night vision, and we're gonna do it again. It's strange how like areas with you got that on camera, brilliant. That's areas with you got that on camera, brilliant. That's areas with you got that on camera, brilliant. That's a heavy one, that as well. Look at that, it's a trap. It's strange how areas that we had stuff happening earlier on, you can't.
I'll take.
Now you take
one step back.
Yeah, where you were.
I'll go back here.
And we'll wait for that to go off, guys, which I'll just turn away because me turning the light towards it would affect it, because it's censored to go off for movement.
I don't think I was in line with that.
So if you move forward now, it is now off, guys. Keep moving forward. Nope. Nope.
I'm even in line with it.
And I'm gonna turn the camera around, guys, and I'll turn it quickly because it'll probably go on when I turn the light onto it. Well, no, it hasn't actually. Okay, so maybe
that's potential the first bit of evidence that we've got down here.
Maybe someone stood in the doorway. And just to show, guys, for me, I've got one behind me that's on because I keep moving by the sensor. That little bubble you can see at the end there is the sensor. Yeah, maybe moving around a bit of time to acclimatise. Yeah.
Now you have past the bloody sensor.
Right guys, so what we're going to do is finish off here in what they call the men's kitchen, and then we're going to move through to the last bit, which is what we call John's room. That's where John used to sleep, and we'll do a last little bit in there. We have got a few bits of kit in there that we haven't tried yet tonight, but I'm going to put the Spirit Talker on and we'll use that for the last couple of rooms as well. If there is anybody here, I'm going to put the device down in front. It's a toy. If there's anyone sat around, maybe you used to come here and have a drink, can you tell us your name? Can you tell us the name of anybody who's linked?
My childhood.
Your childhood. Well, that's nice if your childhood was here.
I don't know, to be honest. I need to get something like childhood and...
Well, that's true.
You know exactly where we are.
But then families were brought up here as well.
Ah, true.
So we're, as Adam's just pointed out, guys, we have got the grave there, the bones of children that were found, that were linked to child sacrifices. Did you live here? Or did you die here?
You're telling us that your childhood was took away from you?
A pact.
A pact. Well. Were you part of a pact? Are you still here protecting each other now? Who did you make a pact with?
Maybe try and tell us your name. Maybe try and light one of the objects up in the room.
Did you used to work here? Is that you?
Yeah. There's something on that in my pocket.
Maybe when it was a bar, a pub, a hotel. Did you used to serve the drinks when everybody was having fun and enjoying themselves? Is this where everybody sat, sang songs, drank?
I feel hopeless.
I feel hopeless. It's quite negative.
Mm.
Well, please don't. Even if something happened to you, it can't happen to you again. We're very sorry for what's happened to you, but it can't happen to you anymore. Sadly, it's happened. We can't take that away. But it won't happen again. It can't, so there is hope.
Stroke.
So I wonder if somebody who's suffered a stroke, I mean, when you think about it, you know, potentially a couple of 100 years as a bar or an inn, you know, people would potentially have just come in for a drink and a good time and passed away, sadly. It does happen on the rare occasion. People sadly pass away sat in the favourite seat in the favourite pub.
Bite.
Fight. Bite.
Say it's going a bit of a different way. It's more of a like stroke. It could be like trying to stroke or touch you.
Yeah.
And bite. I don't know. Or it's just even again just trying to link with what's going on here. You know, with all people being dragged through the building to be, you know, biting or kicking and screaming and trying to. Obviously, like young children would. That would be the first thing, really, wouldn't it? Or the kind of go-to thing would be to bite you.
Yeah.
Your hand round them. It would be like trying to get away, chomp.
Yeah.
Feeling hopeless. No, it's very, very oppressive, isn't it? I don't know, it's just sad.
It is. It's definitely like the more what's the word I'm looking for? Oh God, the less strong, the weaker. Sorry, that's the word I'm looking for. The weaker spirits of the ram do struggle to come through. I think they're there. They're just hanging around in the background. And I think maybe they're the ones that touch more than anything else. But then they're not, it's like they're held back. Like the bishop's room being a prime example.
We're friends.
Thank you. We hope you mean that we are friends with yourselves. Because we want to be. We're on your side, the nice spirits, the nice people. We're certainly not here to make friends with anybody that took anybody else's life, or thought it was okay to do that and hid it from other people. What happened to you was very, very wrong. But maybe you can follow us down. We want you to come with us. This is your home.
You over here by the heater?
Yeah.
Actually, if,
You're respectful.
thank you.
Thank you.
I was just about to say, well, you know, I think the nice way to finish off would be, obviously, John, thanks very much for letting us walk around and see this brilliant building again. Yeah, and hopefully you've seen we are respectful, we do it the right way. We're not out to cause any issues, or, you know, a lot of history's happened in the building, but yeah, it's just good to be back, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
See it all. Yeah.
But it's nice that it's kind of, it does feel like you're being listened to.
Yeah.
When you're trying to point out that you mean no harm, that you come in total respect.
There's been some really intelligent responses, like, for, you know, because we happen to sit around and wait for a while for stuff to happen, and you can argue it's not been the most active sort of you know, episode, but we filmed it a little bit differently, and we've really had to sort of work hard for what we got. But, you know, audibly, a few really strange noises up in the loft, and then even the witch's room. Hopefully that breath's been caught, because that was pretty weird. And then even you could argue the bishop's room with the batteries drainage as well. So it's there's been stuff happening, but it's I mean, I'd happily just come back here every week and do this. It's just a great place.
Yeah, exactly. But we just want to say thank you for taking the time to come and speak with us and interact with us. But if you can, you know, the nice spirits, please stick around, because we're going to be here for a while yet. And we would like you to stay with us. Maybe we can protect each other from the evil spirits in here. Remind them that good wins over evil. John believed in that, and so do we.
So there we go, the ancient ram, done from top to bottom this time, so the bottom to top. So it's a bit of a different way of doing it. Obviously a little bit of a different way for us for filming it as well. But how do you think it went?
Yeah, it was different, because we're so used to being in total darkness when we film, having the bright lights and lighting up the room. It took us a little while, and I'm sure you've noticed that in the episode, to kind of feel our way into it. We were felt very comfortable because we had the lights on.
Yeah.
But I think because of that, just sitting chatting built up the energy, and some of the responses that we ended up getting, I mean, that noise up in the loft, that sounds like a bloody cat purring.
I mean, just sort that. So, I mean, audibly, some really, really strange sounds upstairs that obviously we didn't get last time either. So, hopefully on review, on the lock-offs that we've got as well, we can sort of corroborate that as well, can't we? Because we're still going to do a little bit more filming here, because we've got something else to come. But yeah, it's just, honestly, it's nice to sort of walk through each room and read and actually learn a little bit more about the building as we're going, and some of the stories that we didn't quite pick up on last time as well, I think have really helped.
Yeah, because we had no idea about Anna.
Yeah.
And it's only by sitting there and just happened to taking our time feeling it into the witch's room that I turned and read the book, and you kindly marked the areas to read, and you see it's about the ancient ram, and you read it's about Anna, and yeah, it was about the bishop's room, not the witch's room. But that poor girl and many more would have been pulled past that room to get taken to where they lost their life. As Adam's just said again, we've got more to film, and I maybe got a bit too ballsy in the bishop's room. Yeah. So I might regret that a bit later on. So yeah, so for this one, normal vision of the ancient ram, I think we're done. We've got a lot more to film, but yeah, as we always say, hit the subscribe button, leave us a comment, and yeah, we've got a lot more to come tonight, but we're gonna make you wait for that. But yeah, thanks for watching on this one, guys. See you soon.
Ta-ra. I am beautiful in every single way.